servants, pretending to worship the Lord, but refusing to rescue those who are being led to the slaughter.
Get off my property.
This is city property.
Right here with the poles.
Property.
You see these poles right here? This is city property. You see the poles right here?
I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah, it is. The poles right here. This indicates this is public property, city property.
Who are you?
The husband of the wife you guys recorded earlier.
What's that?
You guys recorded my wife earlier?
We have a right to do that on public property, sir. But sir, we're here to exhort people to love their neighbor.
What? Yes.
Do you love your neighbor?
I sure do.
Do you love these children?
Yes, I sure do.
Then why do you want us out of here?
What? It's because we don't like you harassing people when they're getting out of the car.
We're not harassing people, sir. Why were you laughing earlier?
There were some women that told me you were harassing them walking into our church. That's not very fair.
We offered them literature. We talked to them.
That's not being very loving to your neighbor. If they feel harassed, how is that you loving the neighbor?
How is it loving your neighbor when you're
loving your neighbor if you're harassing people?
We're not harassing people, sir. Anymore than you're harassing us, and you're not harassing us. Why are you laughing, sir?
This is not funny.
You think it's funny that babies are being murdered?
Yeah.
Sir, do you care? He doesn't.
Are you guys supposed to not be on the property?
Well, we're not on your property. You see the city poles here? This is the city property. Sir, do any of you care? Do any of you care about your neighbors being murdered on your watch? Seriously, do any of you care? This is a Holocaust, and you laugh about it. You laugh about it. That's not what real men do. Real men do not laugh about baby murder. There's a Planned Parenthood 2.5 miles from here where parents are going in to get the pill to murder their children. Does anybody here care? Does anybody here care? The Lord Jesus Christ said that you will know them by their fruits. What are the fruits of the American churches when they stand by and give permission to baby killers to slaughter the innocent? Does anybody here care that your preborn neighbors are being slaughtered on your watch? Does anybody care at all?
Good morning.
Morning. You're on Facebook Live.
Very good.
Yes, very good.
So, hey, the church says that you guys are coming onto their property, the grass coming off the sidewalk. They don't want you guys to come on their property. They want you on for trespass, okay?
Are the poles, does that
Anything
qualify?
on this side of the sidewalk.
Okay, because it's my understanding that when you have city poles, that's city property up to the poles. That's my understanding.
I'm telling you, anything off the sidewalk.
Okay.
Okay?
So
the sidewalk is public property.
So who owns the poles?
This is on their property.
They have city poles on their property?
So that's how we're going to do it. Are you guys willing to ID yourselves?
No, sir.
Okay.
I remember you from down in CJ.
I know.
Yeah,
I know we've had contact. Okay, and I'm warning you guys for trespass here, though. Okay, don't come on the property, or else you could be arrested. Yes, sir.
Okay. Are either? Yes, sir.
All right.
Are either of you Christians?
I'm going to end the contact here.
Okay. How about you? Are you a Christian?
No thanks, man.
Well, it does. It's your soul. I care about your soul, officer. I care about your soul. You have a dangerous job, and you could die today, right on the job. Police die all the time on the job. Please consider where you'll spend eternity, officers. Maybe that's why they call the police, so that we would be able to share the gospel with you.